Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Tessy. I'm looking down because Christina is sleeping. So in this video I'm going to be talking about one of the most popular comments I've had, or people trying to fight over my comments here. So what is it I want to talk about? Is about Italian being racist. Yes, guys. So I've had a lot of comments of people saying that Italians are racist. When someone comments that Italians are the best in the world, someone say no, you should speak for yourself and all that. So, and I also watched a video where people are saying that Italians are racist. I am married to Italian. I am not here to defend them, but I am here to make out my points about what is happening in Italy now, based on immigrants and based on the people that is around, or most people that come in contact with people that harass them. So one thing I'm going to say about this situation of people saying that Italians are racist is, mind you, in the whole world, there is no country you will go to today and come out and say that this country, everybody that lives in this country are perfect. It can't happen. I've seen a situation where Black Americans telling African Americans to go back to their country. These people are the same skin, they are the same color of skin, and but because the one is born in America and the other one is born in Africa, so the one in America is telling the one that is born in Africa to go back to their country, that America does not belong to them. You see, what are you going to call that? Are you going to call that racist, or what? How can you define that? So coming back to Italian own, in Italy, let me use a home as an example. When somebody comes to your house, you know you have your kids, you know you have your rules and regulations in your house where your family follows, your kids, every member of your family follow your rules, and you have a visitor. Maybe someone comes from another family, comes to visit you from another family, and when the person comes to your house, the person refuses to abide by your rules, the rules you make for your family, the rules that your family have been keeping, like the plans you have, all the things, they refuse to follow your own rules in your own home. Are you going to accept the person because you don't want to be a racist to that person? Or you're going to tell the person, no, if you don't follow my rules, you're not going to live in my country, or you're not going to live in my house, or you're not going to stay in my house, I want you to go? Or you're going to tell the person, oh, you're free to stay in my house, you can stay in my house and do whatever you want. Just between those two examples, which one are you going to stand on? You stand on that person that comes to your house to do whatever she or he wants in your house, and because you want to remain a good person, you know this person is destroying your kids, is doing things that he or she are not supposed to do to your kids, but because you don't want to like be a harsh, or you don't want to throw that person out, you will leave the person to continue doing such things to your kids. Or you will tell the person, no, I've had enough of you, I've had enough of you not following my rules, I've had enough of you not respecting me, I've had enough of you not respecting the rules in my family, and go. So are you going to be the part that said stay in my house and do whatever you want, or you're going to tell the person, no, I've had enough of you, you should go? Yes, I'm not going to call this racism, because I believe that Italians in Europe, like in Europe in general, Italians are not the racist. Because why did I say the Italians are not the racist? Here in Italy, you will see a lot of black people, that like young black people begging on the streets, begging at in the front of the supermarkets. These are the guys that are well, physical, and everything is okay, but they refuse to work. Italian did not kick them out of those shopping malls, out of those supermarkets, out of those pastry stores where they are begging. But if you go to another country, another part of Europe, you can't beg in Switzerland, you can't beg in the UK, you can't beg in the Holland, or you can't beg in Germany. Name them where they can't see you as a black person begging in the front of the shop and they will leave you. It's only in Italy you come and see them begging in front of the stores and they will allow them to beg, and Italians still give them money, they still give them food, they still give them clothes, they still give them everything like they have, because for them they think that, oh, these people are begging, that means they're begging because they don't have money or they don't have stuff. They give. But how many other European countries that accept this kind of lifestyle in their country? I believe none. Why am I making this point? You guys to understand that Italians are not the worst, are not the racist here. People come to Italy, let me just say immigrants, some immigrant, because it's not all the immigrant, because there's a lot of people that are good, like a lot of good immigrants. Some of them come into this country, these people accepted you in their system, these people give you a home, and all you do is just to sit, you want to sit down at home and enjoy the privilege given to you, or to abuse it. You don't want to like stand up and look for something like a job to go and do. You don't want to do anything. All you care about is you want to remain in the part where government provide everything for you. And just because the government doesn't want to provide for you anymore, you started calling them racist. Just because the government wanted you to do better, they wanted you to do more, you say calling them racist. Just because they changed some laws that they think that it's not working anymore, you say calling them racist, that they are the worst racists in the world. Of course, even in Nigeria, I was born and raised in Nigeria. Now in Nigeria, they discriminate as well. We black, we discriminate ourselves. For example, when I was in Nigeria back home, I've been to a club where you can't enter into that club if you're wearing a certain kind of dress. You have to showcase yourself as a fake. You have to wear all these fake brand. There's a standard they want you to dress before you can enter there. And if you don't dress to that standard, you can't enter into that club. I've never been thrown out of club before, but I'm telling you this, I'm giving you an example. So why are they selecting people that will enter into that club? And why are they saying these ones can't enter, but these ones can enter into that? Is that not discrimination? This whole hatred is among us, because let the truth be told. We black, we don't even love ourselves. There is some black that will see others and they will say, oh, this person is a black, I don't have anything to do with the person. You come into Italy, you refuse to work, you refuse to abide by the rules, and you expect everything to be handed over to you just like that. It's not possible. It's never possible. Here in Italy, a lot of people have abused, a lot of immigrants have abused the privilege given to them. You will see them in the street. In Nigeria, where I come from, you can't fight a policeman without taking a bullet. Honestly, you cannot stand and fight a policeman. I'm speaking of my country because I don't know about other countries. But here in Italy, I've seen them, like I've seen all these immigrants. I've seen a video where they are fighting police, where they destroy police car. Like, take a police car and destroy the police car without taking a bullet. They just left them. I've seen where they are fighting with police. Even when they are wrong, they still fight and claim to be right. So you want to continue doing this thing and you expect these people to love you. You expect them to welcome you with an open hand. Let me tell you something. I have never been a victim of racism before. Do you know why? What you give, like as I commented on one of my Instagram pictures the other day, I said the energy you give back to people is what returns to you. When you see someone and you think, oh, this, you already assume in your head, in your brain, that this person is a racist. Of course, what you're going to get is a racist reaction. But when you see someone that smiles to you, you owe that person that smile back. When someone smiles to you, smile to them back. But when somebody see you and your face is like, you tight your face so much, how do you expect that person to react? How do you expect that person to smile to you while you already made up your mind that all of them are the same? Of course, there are bad people everywhere. Of course, there are people that are not good here in Italy. I'm not saying Italians and 100%. And I'm not saying this because I am married to Italian. No, I am saying this based on my own experience in Italy. Italians are not racist. Italians becomes angry with our people because of the way there is this proverb that our people in my Igbo land, we normally say, they say, like with one finger dip into red oil, the other finger must come in contact with the oil. Most people that are on TV, most people that are out there are the ones doing bad thing. And guess where they come from? They come from our place. And how do you expect the origin of this country to react? You expect them to react well, just like the other man that almost killed how many kids that he was driving the school bus just because of his own reason. So if me, I'm a black, he did that. According to him, he said he did that because of the people that is dying in the immigrant that is dying in the Mediterranean Sea. But if my child were to be in that bus he's driving, of course, tomorrow I'm not going to allow a black driver to drive my child anymore, because I will have millions of thoughts going into my mind. Is he mad? Is he going to do to these kids what the other driver did? Because he can't expect children to pay for the sin that they know nothing about. Even if the governments are not doing something good, you don't have to take action into your hand by trying to kill innocent kids. This is a black man that is a citizen in Italy. You have the privilege to work. You have the privilege. Parents trust their children's life into you that is driving the bus. And all you could do in defense of the people that is dying on the Mediterranean Sea is to put a fuel in a bus, in a school bus, and light it to kill the innocent children. What has innocent children got to do with what is happening in the Mediterranean Sea? Probably those kids don't even know what the Mediterranean Sea is. Those kids don't even know what the immigrant is. Those kids are kids that are under 10 years, you try to kill them. So how do you expect the parents to react when other black people go to the school to take that job? Of course, no parents will allow to put their children into that school bus where the black man is driving because of what happened. So before we say the Italians are racist, we should think into ourselves. What have we done to deserve this? What have we done to deserve that treatment? Because even in our own home, if you don't behave well in your own house, your parents will discipline you. If you don't behave well when you visit your sister or your brothers or your relatives in their home, of course they will ask you to leave. Of course they will not be happy with you anymore. So Italians are not racist at all. Yes, I am standing here and I'm saying it. Everybody is not perfect. It's not every Italian that are good 100%, but Italians are not racist. So you people should stop saying that Italians are racist. But all you need to do is, when the law change, you have to abide by the law. Every country has their own law. We have our own law. So when the law change, abide by the law to avoid problem. When you abide by the law, no matter how much they think they change their law, it won't affect you, because for you, you know that you're working hard to become a better person here. You left your country to this country to become a better person. You're not here to sit down and let government do all your work for you, or let government do everything for you. So when you see an Italian person, stop having that perspective of being that they are racist in your mind. See the good in them, like see the good in people. Because when you start seeing good in people, you will see positive things will start coming your way. The good parts of Italians will start coming your way, and not the bad side of Italian. You will start receiving the good side of them and not the bad side of them, because these people are not racist. These people are one of the countries that is helping people in the whole European community right now. They are helping, they are accommodating. So how can you come out and everybody keep shouting they're racist because of one thing they did to you, because you come in contact with the wrong person? I'm just saying this. I'm not angry with anyone, but I'm saying this to clarify some things. I've been living here for over 5 years now, and I've come in contact with so many people, so many Italians. These people, we should understand that it's not their fault to think the way they think. Just like in Nigeria, you will see Yoruba people saying Omo Igbo, you will see Igbo people saying Omo Yoruba, or you will see Igbo people saying Hausa man, you see Hausa man saying Omo Igbo, or how they call it from Hausa to Igbo. You will see all discriminating ourselves just because we are not from the same state, just because we are from the northern part. The northern part will be criticizing the eastern part, the eastern part will be criticizing them. You see the southern part, we just criticize each other. So this whole thing is everywhere. It's not just here in Italy, but in everything. We choose to see the good in everything, not like seeing everybody, categorize that everybody is bad. You can't come to Nigeria and say all the Igbos are bad, or you come and say all the Edo or Benins are bad, or you come and say all the Hausas are bad, or all the Yorubas are bad, and so forth and so on. So stop having that perspective of Italians are racist, because Italians are not racist. Get to know them. When you get to know them, you will know that these people are not racist. When you open your mind to know them, these people are not racist. And understand, by saying that these people are not racist, that does not mean that they don't have people that their heads are out of their body. It doesn't mean that they don't have such people, which is something that you can find all over the world. It's something that you can find in your own country, in your own house, within your own relatives. You can still find some people like that. So you cannot say because one person in a family is bad, and so because that person is bad, so every member of the family are bad. No, it's not like that. It's not that way. So find a time, get to know Italians. I'm not saying this again, like I said before, because I'm married to Italian. I'm saying it because of my experience. They are good people. They are frustrated because the immigrants are coming to their country not to help but to destroy. A lot of things are going on here on TV. If you listen to news, see how the immigrants are doing a lot of things. You don't blame them because they are scared of us based on the things that the bad ones are doing. So get to know them before you say they are racist. They are not racist. That one person show you the bad side of him does not mean that others are like that. When love lives inside you, you will start seeing love in the other people. So yeah, yes guys, like I said, if you live in Italy, get to know them well. Trust me, when you get to know Italians, you will understand, you will know, you will get the love. These people has a lot of love to give than hate. Italians has a lot of love to give than hate, trust me. So get to know them, get to understand them, and you will love them. Sorry for coming in contact with the wrong ones, but trust me, these people are really, really good people. Italians are not racist, and I stand on it that Italians are not racist. Thank you guys for watching, and I hope you enjoyed this video. Share this video and subscribe if you haven't subscribed, okay? And I'll be coming up with Italian language things you should know about Italian language course, and how to get your citizenship. And if you haven't watched most of my videos where I talked about Italian documents, please make sure you watch it. I'm going to be leaving the playlist and description, so click there and subscribe, and stay tuned and watch all the other videos. And if you have any other question to ask me, feel free to do that, and I will see you in my next one. Bye.